How much can you make from value betting? Have a look at this Racing Post article from a couple of weeks ago. Punter celebrates huge £441,000 payout from a 50p each way lucky 31. My days, here's a photograph of the last horse coming in, Astral Bow's victory in the Doncaster Mile. If we scroll down, we can have a look at the horses this guy was on. 4-1 Fox's Tail, 20-1 Bear Force 1, 10-1 The Dream, 18-1 Migration, 40-1 with a Rule 4 Astral Bow. One William Hill punter enjoyed the best possible start to the turf season, landing over £440,000 from a £31 in an audacious multiple bet. It was a lucky 31. That's all of the singles, doubles, trebles, quadruples, and the quintuple in an each way bet. There was only a 50p stakes. That lucky 31 is just 31 50p each way bets. William Hill's spokesman said it's been a brilliant Saturday for one of our customers, whose 50p each way bet landed them £440,000. Now, would it surprise you if I told you that this wasn't actually a recreational or mug punter? You would think that it would be reading the article. But in fact, this punter is an advantage player, and he was value betting. We know this because he's a member of the Bookie bashing community, a community of advantage players and value bettors. And in fact, he took these 5 horses from the horse racing tracker at Bookie bashing. So how much can you make from value betting? Well, it's very easy to say that you could make £440,000. In fact, I could tell you that it's very easy to make £850,000 because recently another Bookie bashing member landed a lucky 31 for just under £1 million. But that would be supercilious because not everybody has these giant wins. These, in fact, horse racing multiples, they're a little bit like positive equity lottery tickets. How much can you make? Can you make £100,000 in a year? Let's have a look at that. But before we do, you might be asking, how do I know that the chap that won £440,000 on April the 1st, 2023 is really a Bookie bashing member? I mean, I could just be making this up and using this news story for my own benefit. So let's go and have a look at the Bookie bashing forum from the 2nd of April 2023 after the community member had mentioned and shown a screenshot of his winning bet. I've taken the step of anonymizing both the posters and the winner's name, but we see here from the morning of the day after the event, the 2nd of April 23. Congrats, mate. Good to see a huge win. Well done. Always nice to see someone win a fortune. Congrats, bro. Congratulations on the nice win. And there are those who ridicule the 50p lucky gang. Nobody should ridicule the 50p lucky gang. Just catching up. Grats, dream hit right there. You'll be buying a mansion. Well done. That is the dream right there. Think you've single-handedly encouraged a lot of BB members to renew for another year. Star of the next Bashcast, the Bookie Bashing podcast. Main concerns of this chap: will the withdrawal work? Do I need an armed guard for my winnings? How long will it take me to tell the boss where to stuff his job? Where will I park the yacht? So, huge congratulations to this guy. Again, not the first member to win multiple hundreds of £1,000s on a horse racing multiple. Myself, I haven't quite joined that club. Twice I've been away, one horse away from £250,000. And the second of those lucky 15s that I had, my horse in the last race had to win for £250,000. He came second. It was that close. My time will come. These bets, though, they are, as mentioned, very, very high variance. They're extremely unlikely to come in, even though the odds are stacked in our favour. So the answer to, can we make £100,000 in a year, could be, well, yes, just get lucky with one of these horse racing multiples. But that wouldn't be particularly fair. Let's see if we can make £100,000 from sports betting with a little bit of a lower risk strategy. I'm going to use real bet histories for this analysis. I'm going to use Bookie bashing bet histories because I run Bookie bashing. We've got a wealth of data running back years at Bookie bashing. Now, this trading course is really for anybody. If you want to learn about advantage play and value betting, This is the training course to learn about it. And at the end, there's no requirement to sign up anywhere. If you want to go off and try and undertake value betting yourself using your own analytics, then that's great. In fact, I fully encourage that. However, for the bet histories, I can't just pluck them out of thin air. I need bet histories that have both been independently proofed and have been publicly available for paying members. And for that reason, I am using the real-life bookie bashing bet histories. The horse racing tracker is one of 5 strategies I'm going to have a look at. We're not going to put all of our eggs into one basket. We're going to look at horse racing, golf, we're going to look at football, we're going to look at shops, we're going to look at a lot of different things here. Okay? We'll run through them quite quickly, but on this graph, there are 2 different strategies. A unit win, which means that we are betting to win £200 on every single bet. That's £10 at 20 to 1. And a unit loss. It's just £10 on every bet. It doesn't matter if it's 100 to 1 or evens, it's £10 on that bet. These are each way bets. These are each way bets that were available at 6 different bookmakers. Bet365, Betfred, William Hill, Ladbrokes, Sky Bet and Paddy Power on the bookie bashing horse racing tracker at specific times of the day. 11 a.m. 2 p.m. Recorded August 2020 to October 2022. There are 33,678 bets on this bet history. Now, you might say that's a lot of bets, and it is. It's got a 4.99% return on investment, and we have filtered out a number of horses here. We would never have a horse on here that is an arbitrage bet, where the bet is higher at the bookmaker than it is at the exchange because there's no longevity to that kind of betting. And talking about longevity, you may also argue, well, we're just going to get restricted. Yes, restrictions happen. We do not shy away from them at bookie bashing. In fact, there's an entire training course, session D, 4 different videos that talk specifically about what if you're restricted, what if you face restrictions, and what the next steps are. So yes, restrictions do happen, but there are means for slowing them down, such as not taking any arbitrage style bets, pricing things up ourselves, which we do in a lot of this horse racing, and there are strategies to cope with that. So 33,000 bets over a time period of August 2020 to October 2022. That is 767 days. Now that is equivalent to 307 bets a week, or 43 bets a day, or 5.5 bets an hour if you're working an 8-hour day like people do in an office. That is a strategy to win £200 with 5 bets a day, such as this bet. This is Miss Williams, 50 to 1 at Doncaster. And of course, in our betting strategy, we are betting to win £200 on the win. So 50 to 1, we would have £4 each way on this bet. So that is 5.5 bets per hour every day. To win £200, we would be getting a 4.99% ROI. The max drawdown we would have would be £4,311. What do we mean by that? Well, it means that if we were to start betting at exactly the wrong time when we faced a downswing, say the max drawdown might be here, then if we were at exactly the wrong time, we would have lost £4,311 betting to win £200. This gives us a good idea of what we're going to do with bankroll management, how much to stake, variance, and again, whole session on bankroll management and variance with multiple videos coming up in a different session, so I won't cover it here. But it's important to note that people that joined at exactly the wrong time went on a downswing and betting to win £200, they lost £4,311. Now, per year, because this betting history, 33,000 bets is between August 2020 and October 22. If we were betting all of these horses to win £200, we would have profited £33,171 per year, £2,764 per month. And that's betting singles. And I'll tell you this, very few people bet singles on horse racing. Most people bet multiples. Singles have a return on investment of 4.99%. Multiples have a return on investment of 20%. Multiples are great for 2 reasons. They compound the value and they extend the longevity of the account by slowing down restrictions because you look a lot more recreational. So actually, this is a pessimistic graph for those that are betting. We're going to use a pessimistic graph, though, because we can see that using this graph, £33,171 per year is very possible if we can get our bets on over and over again. Let's have a look at a different type of betting strategy, a different sport. Here we have golf bets such as this screenshot of Richard Mansell at 100 to 1. Golf bets recorded before the tournament starts from our tracker between May 2019 and March 2023. We have a golf tracker, a live tracker that estimates the probability of every golfer finishing between first and nth place, depending on how many places the bookmaker is paying. And we take a number of golfers off this tracker and we just put them up on a page before the tournament so that we can monitor the return on investment of our tracker, the performance, to make sure it's profitable. Two different betting strategies here. The blue one is the one that we actually use on the page, which is a Kelly-based strategy. Kelly strategies are where you bet a little bit higher on bets that you perceive to be better value. And we also have the unit loss, £10 in every single golfer. The Kelly strategy is based off a £1,000 bankroll, which I think at the worst point would have experienced a bust. But we can see that if we started with £1,000, we would have £12,891.59 by March 2023. The max drawdown was £1,398. So if you started at exactly the wrong time, which I think maybe here, you would have busted your £1,000. But there is a 32.86% ROI. It looks like a very nice graph, but some of these break-even periods, I think from here to here, which is break-even, can last 12 months. So it takes a lot of patience and a lot of understanding of the variance and the volatility that is involved in these kind of betting strategies to be able to do this long term. Those that have from the beginning have enjoyed a 32.6% ROI. And if they were betting under this £1,000 bankroll, £3,084 per year, £257 per month. What about first goal scorer? We model first goal scorer ourselves. We find a lot of value on the exchange, and we are monitoring the ROI on the exchange. This particular graph is a strategy known as Double Delight Hat Trick Heaven, which is Betfred. You see the bet slip here. Isaac, he is 3.25, but what Betfred will do is if he gets the first goal and gets a second, he will double that, not including the stakes, so it will be doubled to 5.5, and if he gets a third goal, it will be trebled to 7.75. And we identify positive equity Double Delight Hat Trick Heaven bets between a time period of February 2022 and March 23. We identified 511 of them. A very interesting betting profile here where we actually went break even in the middle and then went back on a heater, but we are £4,024 in profit if unit win betting to win £200. The unit loss of £10 per bet doesn't seem to achieve the same success as the unit win. That's a decent 60% ROI. The max drawdown on this strategy was £1,287 per year. We'd be making £3,710 just to win £200 if we were betting on every single one of the positive equity first goal scorers for Double Delight Hat Trick Heaven. What about football coupons in betting shops? For those that are restricted online, you can go into betting shops in the UK and they have football coupons that we model ourselves in-house, such as this one over at Mark Jarvis. Different markets, we model match odds, we model goal in minute 1 to 30, win both halves, a team to score in both halves. And we have been using a strategy since the conception of bookie bashing where we go into bookmakers and we bet on the best 5, 6, 7 teams on every coupon in terms of value, and we stick these teams into trebles. With coupons, this is a real betting history. Now, coupons, it's a lot easier to do a unit loss strategy. Here's the unit loss 172 and a comparable one with the unit loss from every other sports strategy we've been looking at just now. It's a lot different in this one, and that's because the unit loss of £172 per slip essentially means on average we're putting £172 per slip down. But look, if there are 7 teams in that slip, that's 35 trebles, so it's kind of like £5 per treble. We've been monitoring the ROI of these from June 2020 to December 2022. That's 597 different bet slips, such as the one that we had up on here, with a 15.96% ROI for £16,427 profit. The drawdown is significant compared to other strategies. It was £5,247 per year, though. £6,538 profit. That's £544 per month. And finally, let's have a look at combination bets. Combination bets are available at William Hill, Sky Bet, Paddy Power, at Betfred, and they are bets in football where the bookmaker will take goals, cards, corners, by team in different time periods, and they will combine them. So we came up with our own combination model at Bookie Bashing, and we estimate the expected goals, cards, corners ourselves, and then we have a look at tens, hundreds of thousands of these your odds of these requested bets. In this betting history, we monitored all of the plus EV, positive equity bets that we could find between April 21 and January 23. It covered 4,457 matches. Now, we used a strategy of to win £200 per game here. And that's because a lot of the combination bets are very interrelated. You might have Manchester United to have 3 corners, and Manchester United to have 4 corners, and Manchester United to have 5 corners. Now, if Manchester United get 6 corners, they all win. If Manchester United get 2 corners, they all lose. For this reason, there's a lot of interconnectivity in these bets. So instead of each bet, we are winning £200 in total in the game if all of the bets win. Very swingy betting history. We've only got 1.4% ROI. They're quite a difficult thing to profit from, but we still have £5,838.29 profit. The unit loss bankroll, a little bit less swingy, but still less profit, betting £10 per bet. The max drawdown here, £4,221. Per year, we're making £3,322 per month, 276. That's to win £200 per game. So what does all of this mean? Well, it means that if you employed these 5 strategies, and they're really pessimistic strategies, things like horse racing, I haven't included multiples, where that's what everyone's doing for better profit. For golf, I have used pre-selected golfers that are very constrained. I mean, I have to pick golfers that are good at 3 books or more. People that just use the tracker have much freedom and therefore higher ROI. So if we just use these 5 strategies and we look at the per year column, on average per year, these 5 strategies have profited £49,828.11 per month. On average, £4,152.34. So, can you profit £100,000 per year from sports betting using proven bet histories? Answer, no. You could do half of that. However, if you doubled your bankroll in golf to 2K, you employed a unit win of £400 for horse racing and double delight hat trick heaven, you used a unit win of £400 for combo bets, you doubled your coupon staking, or you doubled the volume that you were doing on coupons. I mean, 597 coupons is less than 0.6 coupons per day. So instead of 4 coupons per week, 8 coupons per week, if you're taking it seriously and putting the time and effort in. Would you then make £100,000 per year from sports betting? The answer is no, you wouldn't. You would only make £99,656.23. And that is with real life betting histories. That is with real life data. That is with strategies that are currently being used by members, that is trying to err slightly on the side of pessimism and is not doing anything cheesy, such as compounding your stakes, which a lot of people do when they're trying to estimate how much you could win. They say, well, you made £200 last week, so now we're going to be staking twice as much. Well, you're going to go bust really quickly if you start increasing your stakes at an unreasonably fast fashion. So we attempted to use a realistic staking strategy on real life bet histories over the average of 1 year to see how much we could profit. And as it turns out, I was hoping that the answer to this video was going to be yes, we could make £100,000. As it transpires, I could only make £99,656.23. I am £343.77 short. If that disappointment means that this is the end of the training course for you, then many apologies and I hope you have a nice day. If you're still intrigued, though, to find out more, we have 6 training courses I think, over 20 videos on subjects such as bankroll management, variance, where betting edges come from, the important topic about what if you're restricted, how long this will last for, the kind of things that bookie bashing can bring to the table. I mean, as mentioned, that you do not need bookie bashing to do this, but certainly there are trackers and tools that can assist value bettors and advantage players in their journey. If all of that is of interest to you, then please feel free to continue and enjoy the training course that we have developed on advantage play and value betting. In the next video, we're just going to cover exactly what is in this course in the 6 sessions that we have in the different videos, so that you can maybe dip in and dip out from the particular areas that interest you the most.